Hi, Holly here for Jamberry Nails, and today I'm going to be showing you how to apply your nail wraps using the nail clipper and plastic baggie method. This is different from the nail filing method that Jamberry recommends, but I really find that this is the best way to apply your wraps. So let's see, what you will need is a heat source. So I have my mini heater here, which I love. It gets really hot really quick and is pretty quiet. As you can see, it's small, probably about the size of my hand, and I have really small hands. A pair of scissors, an alcohol swab, your nail wraps, of course, and today I am using Lotus and Rose Gold Sparkle, which I'm very excited for. You will also need a pair of tweezers, your nail clipper, your baggie, and a cuticle pusher. So I use this style of cuticle pusher, and these are just, they're called mani-pedi sticks. I got these from Ulta, but I'm sure you can get them at Sally's, probably even Target, and they're also available in the Jamberry Nail application kit. Alright, so let's get started. Before I started this video, I washed my nails with Dawn dish soap. It really just gets rid of any of the excess oil and kind of softens up your cuticles. So try not to skip this cuticle step. Jamberry nail wraps don't stick to cuticles or your skin. So you really want to try to push those back so you get as much of your nail showing. And you also want to kind of, I'm using this pointed end now, you almost want to scrape along the edge of your cuticle. There's something called invisible cuticle, which I did not know. But as you scrape along the edge of your nail, you kind of see some like white flakes come up. And that's your invisible cuticle, and Jamberry nail wraps won't stick to that either, and that can cause some of the bubbling if you've ever experienced that. So that's a really important step. Next, you're going to take your alcohol swab and just wipe off your nail. This kind of dries it out and gets rid of any cuticle remains you might have on your nail. Alright, so now we're nice and clean. So now I've already applied Lotus to these two nails using the baggie and nail clipper method, which as you can see has worked pretty well. So now for my ring finger, I'm going to be applying the Rose Gold Sparkle. So when selecting which size you're going to use, you really want to make sure that it's not too big. So let's see. I mean, this nail wrap for this size looks like it would be okay, but I'm actually going to go one size smaller just because I don't want any of the wrap touching my skin. If you find that you're in between sizes, what you can do is just kind of trim, use your scissors. I really like using a smaller pair of scissors. It really just gets detailed cuts. And you can kind of just go along the sides. I'm not going to do this for real right now. But you can just go along the side and kind of trim a little bit off. And that'll kind of get you a good in-between size. So I'm going to cut out the nail wrap I'm going to be using. And what you do is you just cut it right half. So you're left with this. So now what you can do is use your tweezers, and you really don't want to use your fingers for this part because the oil on your fingers can cause the backing to lose some stickiness. And you're going to peel off the edge of the nail wrap. This can kind of be tricky, but just gotta stick with it. There we go. And I like doing that by the pointy edge because it makes it a lot easier just to hold it in front of the heat and apply it right on your nail. So let me tilt this down a little bit more, turn the heater on. Oh, really have to push it. And as you can see, you can probably hardly hear this, but it's on, and you're going to make sure that the side that is silver, or I think they're white on, yep, so they're kind of white on the patterned wraps, but on the metallic or sparkly ones, they're more of a silver color. So you're going to hold that side toward the heater. And as you can see, that just curled right up, so you know that it's hot and ready now. So now what you want to do is apply the curved part, oops, sorry, this part that's rounded, as close to your cuticle as you can without it touching. So I'm actually going to go through here so I can see. That looks good. Okay, so now I haven't pressed down on it quite yet. Actually, I put this on a little bit crooked, so it's not a big deal. What you can do is just lift it up by the tip again. If you want, just reheat it a little bit. It's okay. And straighten it out. Okay. So now I haven't really pressed it down yet. So what I want to show you is you want to press down the middle, go along the sides, and then before you press down the tip, you want to kind of pull this excess and kind of wiggle it onto your tip. You're kind of stretching it out and making sure there's no bubbles. Ooh, I really like this one. So now what you can do is use this this end of the cuticle pusher. It's kind of spongy, and you can just go on and kind of smooth it down. Make sure everything's nice and tight. And now this is where your baggie comes in. So what you're going to do is stick your nail in the baggie, just like this, on the inside. And you're going to pull it really tight and stick it in front of the heater. Until it gets really hot and you really can't take it anymore. Alright, ooh, that's good. So now what happens is the edge of the nail kind of gets stuck down onto your skin, which is good though, because now you can see that this tip of the nail, the wrap is kind of wrapped over it. So what we're going to do is kind of peel that up a little bit so you can get your nail clipper in here and cut a little bit of your nail and the excess nail wrap off. If it's too long and your nail clipper can't reach, you can just cut a little bit of the wrap off and get back in there with your clipper. There you go. So now you're left with just your nail. And I'm going to put this back in the baggie and reheat it one more time. So the nail clipper method, if you use this, you don't want to clip your nails before you start this application method, just because it might be hard to cut your nails if they're too short after. So I just finished applying my heat for the second time, and as you can see, you get a perfect nail wrapped application. My tips are sealed, there are no bubbles, and it looks great. Alright, so thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at hollysjammin, JAMMIN, @gmail.com. Thank you.